Welcome to Quiz with Us. Get ready for NEET PG 2026 Psychiatry, Set 1. This video has 100 high-yield MCQ questions covering schizophrenia spectrum, mood disorders, anxiety disorders, personality disorders, substance use disorders, neurocognitive disorders, child psychiatry, antipsychotics, psychopharmacology, and forensic psychiatry, sleep disorders, and ECT. Listen carefully to each question and all 4 options, then choose your answer. The correct answer and detailed explanation follow each question. Let's begin. All the best. Question 1. Schneider's first-rank symptoms, FRS, of schizophrenia include all except Option A, thought insertion. Option B, flat affect and poverty of speech. Option C, auditory hallucinations in third person, running commentary. Option D, somatic passivity, made feelings. The correct answer is B. Flat affect and poverty of speech. Schneider's FRS, thought insertion withdrawal broadcasting, somatic passivity, made feelings impulses acts, auditory hallucinations, voices discussing patient in third person, or commenting on actions, delusional perception. Negative symptoms, flat affect, poverty of speech, are not FRS, they are secondary negative symptoms. Question 2. The minimum duration criterion for diagnosis of schizophrenia according to DSM-5 is Option A, 1 week. Option B, 6 months. Option C, 1 month. Option D, 1 year. The correct answer is B. 6 months. DSM-5 schizophrenia, greater than or equal to 2 characteristic symptoms, delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, negative symptoms, for greater than or equal to 1 month, with continuous signs of disturbance for greater than or equal to 6 months. ICD-11 requires greater than or equal to 1 month of symptoms. Question 3. Capgras syndrome is a delusional disorder characterized by Option A, belief that a famous person is in love with the patient. Option B, belief that strangers are known persons in disguise. Option C, belief that one's body is rotting inside. Option D, belief that a familiar person has been replaced by an identical imposter. The correct answer is D. Belief that a familiar person has been replaced by an identical imposter. Capgras syndrome, delusion of doubles. Patient believes a close person, spouse, relative, has been replaced by an identical-looking imposter. Classified as a delusional misidentification syndrome. Related, Fragile syndrome, strangers are disguised known persons. Question 4. Hebephrenic schizophrenia, disorganized type, is characterized by Option A, inappropriate silly affect, disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, and absence of systematized delusions. Option B, prominent auditory hallucinations and persecutory delusions. Option C, stupor, waxy-flexibility, and mutism. Option D, systematized persecutory delusions without thought disorder. The correct answer is A. Inappropriate silly affect, disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, and absence of systematized delusions. Hebephrenic, disorganized, schizophrenia, inappropriate incongruous silly affect, markedly disorganized speech, word salad, neologisms, disorganized behavior, and absence of systematized delusions. Worst prognosis among subtypes. Onset younger than other subtypes. Question 5. The dopamine hypothesis of schizophrenia proposes that positive symptoms result from Option A, decreased dopaminergic activity in the mesolimbic pathway. Option B, decreased serotonergic activity in the mesocortical pathway. Option C, increased dopaminergic activity in the mesolimbic pathway. Option D, increased glutamatergic activity in the frontal cortex. The correct answer is C. Increased dopaminergic activity in the mesolimbic pathway. Dopamine hypothesis, positive symptoms, hallucinations, delusions, is equal to hyperdopaminergia in the mesolimbic pathway. Negative symptoms is equal to hypodopaminergia in the mesocortical pathway, prefrontal cortex. This explains why typical antipsychotics, D2 blockers, treat positives but worsen negatives. Question 6. Delusional disorder is distinguished from schizophrenia primarily by Option A, duration of illness. Option B, presence of negative symptoms. Option C, presence of non-bizarre delusions without prominent hallucinations or functional decline. Option D, response to antipsychotics. The correct answer is C. Presence of non-bizarre delusions without prominent hallucinations or functional decline. Delusional disorder, DSM-5 non-bizarre, systematized delusions, plausible situations, for greater than or equal to 1 month, without prominent hallucinations, disorganized speech, or significant functional deterioration. Functioning and behavior are relatively preserved outside the delusional content. Question 7. Brief psychotic disorder is defined as psychotic symptoms lasting, Option A, 1 day to 1 month with full recovery. Option B, less than 24 hours. Option C, 1 to 6 months. Option D, 6 to 12 months. The correct answer is A. 1 day to 1 month with full recovery. Brief psychotic disorder, sudden onset of greater than or equal to 1 psychotic symptom, delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, grossly disorganized catatonic behavior, lasting greater than or equal to 1 day and 1 month, with eventual full return to pre-morbid level of functioning. Question 8. Folie-à-deux, shared delusional disorder, refers to Option A, to patients independently developing identical delusions. Option B, delusions that change from one type to another. Option C, delusions shared between closely associated individuals, with the primary case inducing delusions in the secondary case. Option D, delusions that occur only in pairs of identical twins. The correct answer is C. Delusions shared between closely associated individuals, with the primary case inducing delusions in the secondary case. Folie-à-deux, shared psychotic disorder-induced delusional disorder, delusions shared between two or more closely associated individuals. The primary, inducer, has genuine psychosis, the secondary, induced, accepts the delusions due to close relationship and submissive personality. Separation usually cures the secondary case. Question 9. The most reliable prognostic indicator of a good outcome in schizophrenia is Option A, acute onset with a precipitating factor, late onset, and married status. Option B, insidious onset and young age. Option C, male sex and family history of schizophrenia. Option D, prominent negative symptoms at onset. The correct answer is A. Acute onset with a precipitating factor, late onset, and married status. Good prognostic factors in schizophrenia: acute sudden onset, clear precipitating factor, late onset, female sex, married, prominent affective symptoms, good premorbid functioning, family history of affective disorder, absence of negative symptoms. Question 10. Thought broadcasting in schizophrenia means the patient believes, Option A, their thoughts have been inserted into their mind by an external force. Option B, their thoughts echo aloud in their head. Option C, their thoughts have been removed from their mind. Option D, their thoughts are being transmitted and known to others. The correct answer is D. Their thoughts are being transmitted and known to others. Thought broadcasting: patient believes their thoughts are being transmitted outward and can be known, heard by others, like radio. Thought insertion: external thoughts placed into the mind. Thought withdrawal: thoughts removed. Thought echo: thoughts repeated aloud. All are Schneiderian FRS. Question 11. The minimum duration for a major depressive episode according to DSM-5 is Option A, 1 week. Option B, 1 month. Option C, 2 weeks. Option D, 3 months. The correct answer is C, 2 weeks. Major depressive episode, DSM-5 greater than or equal to 5 of 9 symptoms, depressed mood, anhedonia, weight sleep change, psychomotor change, fatigue, worthlessness guilt, cognitive difficulty, suicidal ideation, present for greater than or equal to 2 weeks, representing a change from baseline, causing distress or impairment. Question 12. Dysthymia, persistent depressive disorder, requires depressed mood for at least Option A, 2 years. Option B, 3 months. Option C, 1 year. Option D, 2 weeks. The correct answer is A, 2 years. Persistent depressive disorder, dysthymia, DSM-5 chronically depressed mood for greater than or equal to 2 years, greater than or equal to 1 year in children adolescents, with greater than or equal to 2 additional symptoms, poor appetite, overeating, insomnia hypersomnia, low energy, low self-esteem, poor concentration, hopelessness. Milder but more chronic than MDD. Question 13. The hallmark feature distinguishing bipolar I from bipolar II disorder is Option A, presence of depressive episodes. Option B, psychotic features during mood episodes. Option C, at least one full manic episode, bipolar I versus hypomanic episodes only, bipolar II. Option D, response to lithium. The correct answer is C, at least one full manic episode, bipolar I versus hypomanic episodes only, bipolar II. Bipolar I, greater than or equal to one full manic episode, greater than or equal to 7 days or requiring hospitalization, may or may not have depressive episodes. Bipolar II, greater than or equal to one major depressive episode plus greater than or equal to one hypomanic episode, greater than or equal to 4 days, never a full manic episode. Bipolar II is not milder than I in terms of depression burden. Question 14. In bipolar disorder, the mood stabilizer of choice during pregnancy is Option A, lithium, preferred in all trimesters. Option B, valproate, preferred especially in first trimester. Option C, lamotrigine, preferred in pregnancy. Option D, carbamazepine. The correct answer is C, lamotrigine, preferred in pregnancy. In pregnancy, lamotrigine is preferred, lowest teratogenic risk among mood stabilizers. Valproate, highest teratogenic risk, neural tube defects, cognitive effects, contraindicated. Lithium, Epstein's anomaly risk, small, previously overestimated. Carbamazepine, spina bifida risk. Question 15. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, characteristically presents with Option A, summer depression with insomnia and weight loss. Option B, psychotic depression recurring every autumn. Option C, winter depression with hypersomnia, increased appetite, carbohydrate craving, and weight gain. Option D, manic episodes triggered by sunlight. The correct answer is C, winter depression with hypersomnia, increased appetite, carbohydrate craving, and weight gain. Seasonal affective disorder, recurrent major depressive episodes, usually winter, with atypical features, hypersomnia, hyperphagia, carbohydrate craving, weight gain, leaden paralysis, interpersonal rejection sensitivity. Treatment, bright light therapy, 10,000 lux for 20 to 30 min in morning. Question 16. The Beck Depression Inventory, BDI, is A. Option A, clinician-administered structured interview. Option B, self-rating scale for depression severity, 21 items. Option C, observer-rated scale for mania. Option D, neuropsychological battery for cognitive dysfunction. The correct answer is B. Self-rating scale for depression severity, 21 items. BDI, Beck Depression Inventory 21-item self-report questionnaire measuring severity of depression. Each item scored 0 to 3. Total, 0 to 13 is equal to minimal, 14 to 19 is equal to mild, 20 to 28 is equal to moderate, 29 to 63 is equal to severe. Hamilton Rating Scale for Depression, HAMD, is equal to clinician rated. Question 17. Postpartum psychosis typically presents, option A, during the last trimester of pregnancy. Option B, within 2 weeks of delivery, most often 3 to 10 days. Option C, 3 to 6 months after delivery. Option D, only in primiparous women. The correct answer is B. Within 2 weeks of delivery, most often 3 to 10 days. Postpartum psychosis, most severe puerperal psychiatric illness. Rapid onset, typically within 2 weeks, often 3 to 10 days, of delivery. Features, confusion, disorientation, labile mood, delusions, often about the baby, hallucinations, behavioral disorganization. Psychiatric emergency, risk of infanticide and suicide. Question 18. Cotard's syndrome, nihilistic delusion, is associated with option A, manic episodes with grandiosity. Option B, obsessive-compulsive disorder. Option C, schizophrenia with paranoid delusions. Option D, severe depression with psychotic features. The correct answer is D. Severe depression with psychotic features. Cotard's syndrome, nihilistic delusion, patient believes they are dead, their organs have rotted away, or they do not exist. Seen in severe psychotic depression, rarely in schizophrenia. May also include delusions of immortality, paradoxically. Response to ECT. Question 19. The Young Mania Rating Scale, YMRS, is used to assess option A, severity of depressive symptoms. Option B, cognitive impairment in mania. Option C, risk of suicide. Option D, severity of manic symptoms. The correct answer is D. Severity of manic symptoms. YMRS, Young Mania Rating Scale, 11-item clinician-administered scale to assess manic symptom severity. Items include elevated mood, increased motor activity, sexual interest, sleep, irritability, speech, thought disorder, content, disruptive aggressive behavior, appearance, insight. Total score greater than or equal to 20 is equal to moderate mania. Question 20. In a patient on lithium therapy, which sign indicates impending toxicity, serum level 1.5 to 2.0 milliequivalents per liter. Option A, fine tremor of hands. Option B, coarse tremor, ataxia, slurred speech, and confusion. Option C, polyuria and polydipsia only. Option D, acne and weight gain. The correct answer is B. Coarse tremor, ataxia, slurred speech, and confusion. Lithium toxicity levels, therapeutic is equal to 0.6 to 1.0 milliequivalents per liter, maintenance, to 0.8 to 1.2 milliequivalents per liter, acute mania. Mild toxicity, 1.5 to 2.0 milliequivalents per liter, coarse tremor, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, drowsiness. Moderate, 2.0 to 2.5 ataxia, confusion, slurred speech. Severe, 2.5 seizures, coma. Fine tremor is seen at therapeutic levels. Question 21. The first-line pharmacological treatment for panic disorder is option A, benzodiazepines, alprazolam. Option B, SSRIs, example sertraline, paroxetine. Option C, tricyclic antidepressants. Option D, beta blockers, propranolol. The correct answer is B. SSRIs, example sertraline, paroxetine. First line for panic disorder, SSRIs, sertraline, paroxetine, escitalopram. SNRIs, venlafaxine, are also first line. Benzodiazepines provide rapid relief but are second line, dependence risk. Imipramine, TCA, historically used. CBT is equally effective as pharmacotherapy. Question 22. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, is characterized by option A, ego-dystonic obsessions recognized as irrational, paired with compulsions to reduce anxiety. Option B, egocentric obsessions that the patient finds pleasurable. Option C, repetitive stereotyped behaviors without associated obsessions. Option D, avoidance of contamination without insight into irrationality. The correct answer is A. Ego-dystonic obsessions recognized as irrational, paired with compulsions to reduce anxiety. OCD, ego-dystonic obsessions, intrusive, unwanted thoughts recognized as one's own but irrational, cause anxiety, relieved by compulsions, repetitive acts to neutralize anxiety. Insight is retained, unlike psychosis. DSM-5 places OCD in separate chapter, OCD and related disorders. Question 23. The pharmacological treatment of choice for OCD is option A, benzodiazepines. Option B, SSRIs, high dose, first line, clomipramine is equally effective. Option C, MAO inhibitors. Option D, buspirone. The correct answer is B. SSRIs, high dose, first line, clomipramine is equally effective. OCD pharmacotherapy, SSRIs at higher doses than for depression, example, fluoxetine 60 to 80 mg, sertraline up to 200 mg. Clomipramine, TCA with strong SHRI activity, is equally effective but more side effects. Augmentation, antipsychotics, haloperidol, risperidone, for partial responders. CBT, ERP, is equally effective. Question 24. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is characterized by all except option A, re-experiencing, flashbacks, nightmares. Option B, avoidance of trauma-related stimuli. Option C, negative alterations in cognition and mood. Option D, compulsive rituals to neutralize traumatic memories. The correct answer is D. Compulsive rituals to neutralize traumatic memories. PTSD diagnostic clusters, DSM-5-1, re-experiencing, intrusion, flashbacks, nightmares, emotional reactivity, 2, avoidance, 3, negative alterations in cognition, mood, numbing, estrangement, anhedonia, 4, alterations in arousal and reactivity, hypervigilance, exaggerated startle. Compulsive rituals is equal to OCD, not PTSD. Question 25. Generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, requires persistent worry for at least option A, 2 weeks. Option B, 1 month. Option C, 3 months. Option D, 6 months. The correct answer is D. 6 months. GAD, DSM-5 excessive, difficult to control worry about multiple domains for greater than or equal to 6 months, with greater than or equal to 3 symptoms, restlessness, fatigue, concentration difficulty, irritability, muscle tension, sleep disturbance. First line, SSRIs, SNRIs plus CBT. Buspirone is an anxiolytic option. Question 26. Systematic desensitization is most effective for treating option A, schizophrenia. Option B, specific phobias. Option C, bipolar disorder. Option D, OCD. The correct answer is B. Specific phobias. Systematic desensitization, WALP behavioral therapy pairing progressive muscle relaxation with graduated exposure to feared stimuli, anxiety hierarchy. Most effective for specific phobias and social anxiety. combines reciprocal inhibition. Relaxation inhibits anxiety response with graded exposure. Question 27. The anxiety disorder with the highest lifetime prevalence is option A, panic disorder. Option B, OCD. Option C, GAD. Option D, specific phobia. The correct answer is D, specific phobia. Specific phobia has the highest lifetime prevalence, 12.5% of all anxiety disorders. Social anxiety disorder is second most common anxiety disorder overall. GAD, panic disorder, and OCD are less prevalent but cause significant disability. Question 28. Agoraphobia is best defined as option A, fear of heights, acrophobia. Option B, anxiety about situations where escape is difficult or help unavailable, often occurs with panic disorder. Option C, social anxiety about performance situations. Option D, anxiety about being contaminated. The correct answer is B, anxiety about situations where escape is difficult or help unavailable, often occurs with panic disorder. Agoraphobia, anxiety fear in situations where escape might be difficult or embarrassing, or where help is unavailable if panic symptoms occur. Example, crowds, public transport, open spaces, being outside alone. DSM-5 allows diagnosis independent of panic disorder. Question 29. Social anxiety disorder, social phobia, is distinguished from normal shyness by option A, mild discomfort in social situations. Option B, avoidance of only unfamiliar people. Option C, fear limited to public speaking only. Option D, marked fear anxiety in social situations causing significant distress or functional impairment lasting greater than or equal to 6 months. The correct answer is D, marked fear anxiety in social situations causing significant distress or functional impairment lasting greater than or equal to 6 months. Social anxiety disorder, marked fear of social performance situations where the person may be scrutinized, fearing humiliation or embarrassment. Fear is out of proportion, lasts greater than or equal to 6 months, causes clinically significant distress or functional impairment. First line, SSRIs plus CBT, CBGT. Question 30. The fear of needles and blood draws that commonly causes fainting, vasovagal syncope, is classified as option A, social anxiety disorder. Option B, blood injection injury, BII, specific phobia. Option C, panic disorder. Option D, health anxiety, illness anxiety disorder. The correct answer is B, blood injection injury, BII, specific phobia. Blood injection injury, BII, type specific phobia, unique in that the primary response is a diphasic response, initial heart rate BP increase followed by a sudden parasympathetic, vasovagal, decrease causing bradycardia, hypertension, and fainting. Applied tension technique, OST, is the treatment of choice. Question 31. Borderline personality disorder, BPD, is characterized by all except option A, a stable and consistent sense of self. Option B, identity disturbance and chronic feelings of emptiness. Option C, frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. Option D, impulsivity, self-harm, and recurrent suicidal behavior. The correct answer is A, stable and consistent sense of self. BPD, DSM-5 marked instability of interpersonal relationships, self-image, and affect plus impulsivity. Features, frantic abandonment avoidance, unstable relationships, idealization devaluation, identity disturbance, impulsivity, suicidal self-harm behavior, affective instability, chronic emptiness, inappropriate anger, dissociation. Stable self is equal to absent in BPD. Question 32. Antisocial personality disorder, ASPD, requires conduct disorder before age, option A, 10 years. Option B, 15 years. Option C, 12 years. Option D, 18 years. The correct answer is B, 15 years. ASPD, DSM-5 pervasive pattern of disregard and violation of rights of others since age greater than or equal to 15, plus history of conduct disorder with onset before age 15, current age greater than or equal to 18. Features: deceitfulness, impulsivity, aggressiveness, reckless disregard for safety, irresponsibility, lack of remorse. Question 33. The personality disorder most strongly associated with suicide attempts and parricide is option A, narcissistic personality disorder. Option B, antisocial personality disorder. Option C, borderline personality disorder. Option D, histrionic personality disorder. The correct answer is C, borderline personality disorder. BPD, recurrent suicidal behavior, gestures, threats, or self-mutilating behavior is one of the 9 diagnostic criteria. Till 10% of BPD patients die by suicide. Parricide, self-harm without suicidal intent, is very common and often serves as affect regulation. DBT, Marsha Linehan, is the evidence-based treatment. Question 34. Dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, was specifically developed for option A, schizophrenia. Option B, antisocial personality disorder. Option C, borderline personality disorder. Option D, narcissistic personality disorder. The correct answer is C, borderline personality disorder. DBT, Marsha Linehan evidence-based psychotherapy specifically developed for BPD. Combines individual therapy with group skills training, mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotion regulation, interpersonal effectiveness. Reduces self-harm, hospitalizations, and treatment dropout in BPD. Question 35. Schizotypal personality disorder is most closely related to option A, bipolar disorder. Option B, borderline personality disorder. Option C, schizophrenia, biologically genetically. Option D, major depressive disorder. The correct answer is C, schizophrenia, biologically genetically. Schizotypal PD, in the schizophrenia spectrum, cluster A. Features: magical thinking, odd beliefs, ideas of reference, unusual perceptual experiences, odd speech, suspiciousness, inappropriate affect, social isolation. More common in biological relatives of schizophrenic patients. Does not progress to schizophrenia usually. Question 36. The cluster B personality disorders include option A, paranoid, schizoid, schizotypal. Option B, borderline, antisocial, narcissistic, histrionic. Option C, avoidant, dependent, obsessive-compulsive. Option D, borderline, paranoid, dependent, avoidant. The correct answer is B, borderline, antisocial, narcissistic, histrionic. Cluster B, dramatic, emotional, erratic, borderline, antisocial, narcissistic, histrionic. Cluster A, odd, eccentric, paranoid, schizoid, schizotypal. Cluster C, anxious, fearful, avoidant, dependent, obsessive-compulsive, OCPD, not OCD. Question 37. A patient who consistently believes others are exploiting or deceiving them without sufficient basis and bears grudges has option A, schizoid personality disorder. Option B, antisocial personality disorder. Option C, schizotypal personality disorder. Option D, paranoid personality disorder. The correct answer is D, paranoid personality disorder. Paranoid PD, cluster A, pervasive distrust and suspiciousness, assumes others have malicious motives, reads threatening meaning into benign events, bears grudges, perceives attacks on character, suspects fidelity of spouse. Egosyntonic, unlike OCD. No frank psychosis, unlike schizophrenia. Question 38. Narcissistic personality disorder is characterized by option A, dramatic emotional displays and attention-seeking behavior. Option B, pervasive instability of relationships and self-image. Option C, grandiose sense of self-importance, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. Option D, excessive dependence on others for decisions. The correct answer is C. Grandiose sense of self-importance, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. Narcissistic PD, cluster B, grandiosity, sense of entitlement, need for excessive admiration, lack of empathy, interpersonally exploitative, envious of others, arrogant. Distinguished from histrionic, dramatic, attention-seeking, emotionally labile, and BPD, identity disturbance, self-harm. Question 39. Dependent personality disorder is characterized by option A, excessive perfectionism and need to control. Option B, pervasive disregard for the rights of others. Option C, social inhibition due to fear of criticism. Option D, excessive need to be taken care of, submissiveness, clinging behavior. The correct answer is D. Excessive need to be taken care of, submissiveness, clinging behavior. Dependent PD, cluster C, pervasive need to be taken care of, submissive, clinging, excessive dependence on others for decisions and reassurance, difficulty disagreeing, urgently seeks new relationships when one ends. Distinct from avoidant PD, social inhibition due to fear of criticism, but desires relationships. Question 40. The most heritable personality disorder is option A, antisocial personality disorder. Option B, borderline personality disorder. Option C, schizotypal personality disorder. Option D, obsessive-compulsive personality disorder. The correct answer is A. Antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial PD has the highest heritability, 50-60%, among personality disorders. The gene-environment interaction model is important. Genetic factors interact with adverse childhood experiences, abuse, neglect, to produce ASPD. Twin studies show strong genetic contribution. Question 41. Delirium tremens, DTs, is most commonly seen in alcohol withdrawal at option A, 6 to 12 hours after last drink. Option B, 48 to 96 hours after last drink. Option C, 24 to 48 hours. Option D, 12 to 24 hours. The correct answer is B. 48 to 96 hours after last drink. Alcohol withdrawal timeline, 6-12H, tremor, anxiety, nausea, diaphoresis. 12-24H, alcoholic hallucinosis, visual tactile hallucinations with clear consciousness. 24-48H, withdrawal seizures. 48-96H, delirium tremens, the most severe form, confusion, disorientation, fever, autonomic instability, hallucinations. Question 42. The treatment of choice for opioid withdrawal is option A, methadone or buprenorphine, opioid substitution therapy. Option B, naloxone. Option C, naltrexone. Option D, disulfiram. The correct answer is A. Methadone or buprenorphine, opioid substitution therapy. Opioid withdrawal treatment, opioid substitution therapy, OST, methadone, full agonist, or buprenorphine, partial agonist, safer ceiling effect. Naloxone is equal to antagonist, precipitates withdrawal, not treatment. Naltrexone is equal to used for relapse prevention after detoxification. Clonidine, alpha-2 agonist, for autonomic symptoms. Question 43. Wernicke's encephalopathy is caused by deficiency of option A, vitamin B12, cobalamin. Option B, thiamine, vitamin B1. Option C, niacin, vitamin B3. Option D, pyridoxine, vitamin B6. The correct answer is B. Thiamine, vitamin B1. Wernicke's encephalopathy, acute thiamine, B1, deficiency in chronic alcoholics. Classic triad, confusion, ophthalmoplegia, sixth nerve palsy, lateral gaze palsy, ataxia. If untreated, Korsakoff psychosis, anterograde amnesia, confabulation, retrograde amnesia. Mammillary body damage. Treat with intravenous thiamine before glucose. Question 44. The Cage questionnaire screens for option A, opioid use disorder. Option B, alcohol use disorder. Option C, caffeine dependence. Option D, cannabis use disorder. The correct answer is B. Alcohol use disorder. Cage questionnaire, 4 questions cut down, annoyed by criticism, guilty, eye-opener, morning drink. Score greater than or equal to 2 is equal to probable alcohol use disorder. Sensitivity ~60 95% for alcohol use disorder. Used as a brief screening tool in clinical settings. Question 45. Disulfiram, antabuse, works by inhibiting which enzyme? Option A, aldehyde dehydrogenase, ALDH2. Option B, alcohol dehydrogenase, ADH. Option C, monoamine oxidase, MAO. Option D, cytochrome P452E1, CYP2E1. The correct answer is A. Aldehyde dehydrogenase, ALDH2. Disulfiram inhibits aldehyde dehydrogenase, ALDH. Acetaldehyde accumulates after alcohol ingestion, flushing, nausea, vomiting, hypertension, tachycardia, disulfiram alcohol reaction. Patient must be completely alcohol-free before starting. Contraindicated in heart disease, psychosis. Question 46. Cannabis intoxication characteristically causes option A, meiosis, pupillary constriction. Option B, respiratory depression and bradycardia. Option C, conjunctival injection, red eyes, increased appetite, and dry mouth. Option D, severe hypertension and hypothermia. The correct answer is C. Conjunctival injection, red eyes, increased appetite, and dry mouth. Cannabis intoxication, euphoria, relaxation, time distortion, increased appetite, munchies, conjunctival injection, red eyes, dry mouth, tachycardia, impaired short-term memory, paranoia at high doses. Meiosis is equal to opioids. Mydriasis is equal to stimulants, anticholinergics. Question 47. The audit, alcohol use disorders identification test, is a option A, blood test measuring CDT, carbohydrate deficient transferrin. Option B, 5-item clinician-administered test for alcohol dependence. Option C, 10-item self-report questionnaire for hazardous harmful alcohol use. Option D, 4-item Cage questionnaire modified for DSM-5. The correct answer is C. 10-item self-report questionnaire for hazardous harmful alcohol use. Audit, 10-item WHO screening questionnaire assessing alcohol consumption, 3 items, alcohol dependence symptoms, 3 items, and alcohol-related harm, 4 items. Score greater than or equal to 8 is equal to hazardous harmful use, greater than or equal to 15 is equal to high-risk use requiring intervention. More sensitive than Cage for hazardous use. Question 48. Naltrexone reduces alcohol craving through which mechanism? Option A, inhibiting aldehyde dehydrogenase. Option B, enhancing GABA to a receptor activity. Option C. Blocking endogenous opioid receptors, mu-opioid antagonism, to reduce alcohol reward. Option D. Blocking dopamine D2 receptors. The correct answer is C. Blocking endogenous opioid receptors, mu-opioid antagonism, to reduce alcohol reward. Naltrexone, mu-opioid receptor antagonist. Alcohol activates endogenous opioid system dopamine release in nucleus accumbens, reward. Naltrexone blocks this, reduces reward craving. Used for relapse prevention in alcohol and opioid use disorders. Injectable monthly formulation, Vivitrol, improves compliance. Question 49. Flashback phenomenon, HPPD, hallucinogen persisting perception disorder, is most commonly associated with Option A. LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide. Option B. Cannabis. Option C. Alcohol. Option D. Cocaine. The correct answer is A. LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide. HPPD, hallucinogen persisting perception disorder, re-experiencing of perceptual disturbances, geometric hallucinations, flashbacks, weeks to years after LSD use, without recent drug ingestion. Can be persistent and distressing. Treated with clonazepam or lamotrigine. Question 50. Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome is most reliably associated with damage to the Option A. Hippocampus. Option B. Mammillary bodies and dorsomedial thalamus. Option C. Frontal lobe. Option D. Amygdala. The correct answer is B. Mammillary bodies and dorsomedial thalamus. Wernicke-Korsakoff, thiamine deficiency causes hemorrhagic necrosis of mammillary bodies, most consistently, dorsomedial thalamus, periaqueductal gray, and floor of the fourth ventricle. The mammillary body anterior thalamus cingulate circuit, Pepys circuit, damage causes the characteristic amnesia. Question 51. Delirium is distinguished from dementia primarily by Option A. Severity of cognitive impairment. Option B. Reversibility with treatment. Option C. Presence of visual hallucinations. Option D. Acute onset and fluctuating course with impaired consciousness attention. The correct answer is D. Acute onset and fluctuating course with impaired consciousness attention. Delirium hallmarks: acute onset, hours to days, fluctuating course, waxes and wanes over 24h, impaired attention and awareness, consciousness, disorganized thinking, altered arousal. Dementia: gradual onset, progressive, consciousness preserved until late stages. Question 52. The most common cause of dementia worldwide is Option A. Vascular dementia. Option B. Alzheimer's disease. Option C. Lewy body dementia. Option D. Frontotemporal dementia. The correct answer is B. Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease, AD, accounts for 60–70% of all dementia cases. Second most common is equal to vascular dementia, 15–20%. Lewy body dementia and frontotemporal dementia each account for 5–10%. Question 53. The hallmark pathological features of Alzheimer's disease are Option A. Amyloid plaques, beta-amyloid, and neurofibrillary tangles, hyperphosphorylated tau. Option B. Lewy bodies and loss of dopaminergic neurons. Option C. Pick bodies and knife blade gyral atrophy. Option D. Prion protein accumulation with spongiform change. The correct answer is A. Amyloid plaques, beta-amyloid, and neurofibrillary tangles, hyperphosphorylated tau. Alzheimer's, beta-amyloid, A-beta, plaques, extracellular deposits of A-beta-42 from AP cleavage, and neurofibrillary tangles, intracellular hyperphosphorylated tau protein. Cholinergic deficit, nucleus basalis of Meynert. Early hippocampal atrophy on MRI. Question 54. In Lewy body dementia, DLB, the core clinical features include all except Option A, fluctuating cognition with pronounced variations in attention. Option B, recurrent visual hallucinations, well-formed, detailed. Option C, early prominent amnesia as first symptom. Option D, REM sleep behavior disorder, RBD. The correct answer is C. Early prominent amnesia as first symptom. DLB core features 1. Fluctuating cognition, 2. Recurrent visual hallucinations, well-formed, people, animals, 3. Spontaneous Parkinsonism, cardinal features, 4. REM sleep behavior disorder. Early prominent amnesia is more typical of Alzheimer's. DLB, visuospatial deficits, executive dysfunction early, memory relatively preserved initially. Question 55. The Mini-Mental State Examination, MMSE, tests all cognitive domains except Option A, abstract reasoning and executive function. Option B, memory registration and recall. Option C, attention and calculation. Option D, orientation to time and place. The correct answer is A. Abstract reasoning and executive function. MMSE, 30 points tests orientation, 10, registration, 3, attention calculation, 5, recall, 3, language, 8, naming, repetition, 3-step command, reading, writing, copying. Does not adequately assess abstract reasoning or executive function, frontal lobe functions. MoCA is better for mild impairment. Question 56. Frontotemporal dementia, FTD, is characterized by Option A, early memory impairment and hippocampal atrophy. Option B, prominent personality changes, disinhibition, apathy, and language disorders with frontal temporal atrophy. Option C, visual hallucinations and Parkinsonism. Option D, fluctuating course with white matter changes. The correct answer is B. Prominent personality changes, disinhibition, apathy, and language disorders with frontal temporal atrophy. FTD, prominent behavioral variant, BVFTD, personality changes, disinhibition, apathy, hyperorality, stereotyped behaviors, executive dysfunction. Language variants, semantic dementia, progressive non-fluent aphasia. Frontal and temporal atrophy, knife blade, gyri in Pick's disease. Earlier onset than AD, tilde 55, 65 years. Question 57. The drug class used for symptomatic treatment of mild-moderate Alzheimer's disease is Option A, antipsychotics. Option B, MAO inhibitors. Option C, acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, donepezil, rivastigmine, galantamine. Option D, dopamine agonists. The correct answer is C. Acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, donepezil, rivastigmine, galantamine. Mild-moderate AD, acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, ACEs, donepezil, rivastigmine, galantamine. Moderate-severe AD, memantine, NMDA receptor antagonist, alone or combined with ACE. Neither treatment modifies disease progression, only symptomatic benefit. Question 58. Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, CJD, is caused by Option A, beta-amyloid protein accumulation. Option B, neurofibrillary tau tangles. Option C, misfolded prion protein, PRPSC, causing spongiform encephalopathy. Option D, alpha-synuclein aggregation. The correct answer is C. Misfolded prion protein, PRPSC, causing spongiform encephalopathy. CJD, prion disease, misfolded PRPSC propagates and causes spongiform, spongy, degeneration of the brain. Classic, rapidly progressive dementia, myoclonus, periodic sharpwave complexes on EEG, 14-3-3 protein in CSF. Variant CJD, VCJD, is equal to bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE, transmission. Question 59. The Blessed Dementia Rating Scale and Clinical Dementia Rating (CDR) scale are used to: Option A. Stage the severity of dementia. Option B. Screen for delirium in ICU patients. Option C. Diagnose specific dementia subtypes. Option D. Assess for depression in dementia. The correct answer is A. Stage the severity of dementia. Clinical Dementia Rating (CDR) globally rates dementia severity in 6 domains: memory, orientation, judgment, community affairs, home hobbies, personal care. Scores: 0 is equal to no dementia, 0.5 is equal to MCI questionable, 1 is equal to mild, 2 is equal to moderate, 3 is equal to severe dementia. Question 60. Normal pressure hydrocephalus (NPH) presents with the classic triad of: Option A. Headache, papilledema, and vomiting. Option B. Dementia, tremor, and rigidity. Option C. Dementia, gait apraxia, magnetic gait, and urinary incontinence. Option D. Acute confusion, fever, and meningism. The correct answer is C. Dementia, gait apraxia, magnetic gait, and urinary incontinence. NPH classic triad: Hakim-Adams 1, gait apraxia, magnetic gait, small shuffling steps, feet stuck to floor; 2, dementia, subcortical pattern, slowed processing, inattention; 3, urinary incontinence. Normal opening pressure on ALP, enlarged ventricles on CT, responds to ventriculoperitoneal shunt. Question 61. Autism spectrum disorder (ASD) is characterized by deficits in: Option A. Social communication interaction and restricted, repetitive behaviors interests. Option B. Intellectual functioning and adaptive behavior only. Option C. Attention and impulse control only. Option D. Language acquisition with normal social functioning. The correct answer is A. Social communication interaction and restricted, repetitive behaviors interests. ASD, DSM-5 requires both domains: 1. Persistent deficits in social communication and social interaction, social reciprocity, nonverbal communication, relationships, and 2. Restricted, repetitive patterns of behavior, interests, or activities. Symptoms from early developmental period. Intellectual disability and language impairment are specifiers, not required. Question 62. The most reliable early indicator of autism spectrum disorder is: Option A. Absence of pointing, protodeclarative pointing, and joint attention deficits by 12 to 18 months. Option B. Temper tantrums and aggression. Option C. Late walking, after 18 months. Option D. Night terrors and separation anxiety. The correct answer is A. Absence of pointing, protodeclarative pointing, and joint attention deficits by 12 to 18 months. The earliest reliable ASD red flags: absence of protodeclarative pointing, sharing attention about objects, failure to respond to name, lack of joint attention, absent babbling by 12 months, absent single words by 16 months, absent to word phrases by 24 months, any regression of language social skills at any age. Question 63. ADHD is most commonly treated with which first-line medication? Option A. Stimulants, methylphenidate or amphetamine salts. Option B. SSRIs, fluoxetine. Option C. Benzodiazepines. Option D. Risperidone. The correct answer is A. Stimulants, methylphenidate or amphetamine salts. ADHD first line: stimulants, methylphenidate, Ritalin, or amphetamine salts, Adderall, lisdexamfetamine. Mechanism: inhibit reuptake of dopamine and norepinephrine, increasing synaptic availability. Non-stimulants, atomoxetine, guanfacine, are second line. Behavioral therapy plus medication is equal to most effective combination. Question 64. Tourette syndrome requires option A, motor tics only, present for 1 year. Option B, motor tics only with OCD symptoms. Option C, both multiple motor tics and greater than or equal to 1 vocal phonic tic, present for 1 year. Option D, vocal tics only, coprolalia, for 6 months. The correct answer is C. Both multiple motor tics and greater than or equal to 1 vocal phonic tic, present for 1 year. Tourette's disorder, DSM-5 multiple motor tics and greater than or equal to 1 vocal phonic tic, not necessarily coprolalia, present for 1 year, with no tic-free period, 3 months, onset before age 18. Coprolalia, involuntary obscene vocalizations, occurs in only till 15% of patients. Question 65. Intellectual disability, ID, is defined by option A, learning disability affecting only reading, dyslexia. Option B, IQ, 70 alone, regardless of adaptive functioning. Option C, IQ between 70 to 84, borderline intellectual functioning. Option D, IQ, 70 with deficits in adaptive functioning, onset during developmental period. The correct answer is D. IQ, 70 with deficits in adaptive functioning, onset during developmental period. Intellectual disability, DSM-5-1, deficits in intellectual functioning, IQ tilde 2 SD below mean is equal to 70, confirmed by IQ testing. 2. Deficits in adaptive functioning, conceptual, social, practical skills. 3. Onset during the developmental period, 18 years. Adaptive functioning is as important as IQ for classification. Question 66. Separation anxiety disorder in children is characterized by option A, excessive fear anxiety concerning separation from attachment figures beyond developmental level. Option B, avoidance of all social interactions with peers. Option C, inability to recognize familiar faces. Option D, persistent motor tics triggered by separation. The correct answer is A. Excessive fear anxiety concerning separation from attachment figures beyond developmental level. Separation anxiety disorder, excessive, developmentally inappropriate anxiety about separation from attachment figures greater than or equal to 4 weeks in children, greater than or equal to 6 months in adults. Features, recurrent distress when separation anticipated occurring, worry about harm to attachment figures, school refusal, nightmares about separation, physical complaints on school days. Question 67. Enuresis, bedwetting, is considered abnormal after age, option A, 2 years. Option B, 3 years. Option C, 7 years. Option D, 5 years. The correct answer is D. 5 years. Enuresis, involuntary or intentional warding of urine into clothing or bed greater than or equal to 2 times week for greater than or equal to 3 consecutive months in a child greater than or equal to 5 years, chronological or developmental age. Primary enuresis, never achieved continence for greater than or equal to 6 months. Secondary, relapse after greater than or equal to 6 months of continence. Desmopressin, DDV, plus alarm therapy are treatments. Question 68. Conduct disorder is distinguished from oppositional defiant disorder, ODD, by option A, aggression toward peers only in ODD. Option B, serious violations of rules, aggression, destruction of property, and deceitfulness in CD versus defiant behavior toward authority in ODD. Option C, onset exclusively before age 6 in ODD. Option D, presence of ADHD in CD only. The correct answer is B. Serious violations of rules, aggression, destruction of property, and deceitfulness in CD versus defiant behavior toward authority in ODD. Conduct disorder, persistent pattern of violating others' rights or social norms, aggression, bullying, fighting, cruelty, property destruction, deceitfulness, theft, serious rule violations. ODD, angry irritable mood, argumentative defiant behavior, vindictiveness toward authority, without the serious violation of rights seen in CD. Question 69. Rett syndrome primarily affects option A, boys, associated with MECP2 mutation on X chromosome. Option B, girls with fragile X syndrome. Option C, both sexes equally with chromosomal deletion 15q11q13. Option D, girls, associated with MECP2 mutation on X chromosome causing progressive neurological regression. The correct answer is D. Girls, associated with MECP2 mutation on X chromosome causing progressive neurological regression. Rett syndrome, X-linked dominant MECP2 gene mutation, almost exclusively in females, males with MECP2 mutations usually die perinatally. Features, normal development until 6 to 18 months, deceleration of head growth, loss of purposeful hand use, hand-wringing stereotypies, gait apraxia, severe intellectual disability. Question 70. The drug of choice for juvenile myoclonic epilepsy with psychiatric comorbidity is option A, valproate. Option B, phenytoin. Option C, carbamazepine. Option D, levetiracetam. The correct answer is A. Valproate. Juvenile myoclonic epilepsy, JME valproate is the drug of choice, broad spectrum, effective for myoclonus, absence, and generalized tonic-clonic seizures. Carbamazepine and phenytoin can worsen myoclonic absence seizures. Levetiracetam is alternative. Note, valproate has psychiatric uses, bipolar, but teratogenicity limits use in females of childbearing age. Question 71. Neuroleptic malignant syndrome, NMS, is characterized by the tetrad of option A, hypothermia, muscle rigidity, autonomic instability, and altered consciousness. Option B, sedation, hypertension, bradycardia, hypothermia. Option C, acute dystonia, akathisia, tremor, tardive dyskinesia. Option D, seizures, coma, metabolic acidosis, rhabdomyolysis only. The correct answer is A. Hypothermia, muscle rigidity, autonomic instability, and altered consciousness. NMS, rare but life-threatening reaction to antipsychotics, especially typical hypotension. Tetrad, 1. Hypothermia, greater than 38 degrees Celsius, 2. Lead pipe muscle rigidity, 3. Autonomic instability, labile BP, tachycardia, diaphoresis, 4. Altered consciousness. Lab, elevated CK, leukocytosis. Treatment, stop antipsychotic, dantrolene, bromocriptine, supportive care. Question 72. Tardive dyskinesia, TD, is characterized by option A, acute onset within hours of antipsychotic dose. Option B, subjective restlessness and inability to sit still. Option C, muscle rigidity and bradykinesia. Option D, delayed onset involuntary orofacial movements, lip smacking, tongue protrusion, after prolonged antipsychotic use. The correct answer is D. Delayed onset involuntary orofacial movements, lip smacking, tongue protrusion, after prolonged antipsychotic use. TD, involuntary repetitive movements, orofacial, lip smacking, tongue protrusion, chewing, rabbit syndrome, coriform limb movements, trunk rocking. Develops after prolonged antipsychotic use, months to years. Due to dopamine receptor supersensitivity. Treatment, switch to clozapine or valbenazine deutetrabenazine, VMAT2 inhibitors. Question 73. Clozapine is used for treatment-resistant schizophrenia but requires monitoring due to risk of option A, tardive dyskinesia. Option B, neuroleptic malignant syndrome. Option C, agranulocytosis, mandates regular WBC monitoring. Option D, extrapyramidal side effects. The correct answer is C. Agranulocytosis mandates regular WBC monitoring. Clozapine, A typical antipsychotic with superior efficacy for treatment-resistant schizophrenia. Unique risk are granulocytosis, 1-2%, due to immune-mediated granulocyte destruction. Requires mandatory WBC-ANC monitoring, weekly for 6 months, then fortnightly. Others say, metabolic syndrome, weight gain, seizures, dose-dependent, hypersalivation, sedation. Question 74. Akathisia is best described as Option A, slow repetitive involuntary movements of the face and limbs. Option B, mask-like face and shuffling gait resembling Parkinson's disease. Option C, sustained painful muscle spasm, example oculogyric crisis, torticollis. Option D, subjective feeling of inner restlessness with inability to remain still. The correct answer is D. Subjective feeling of inner restlessness with inability to remain still. Akathisia, subjective restlessness, inner tension, inability to sit still, with objective motor restlessness, pacing, rocking. Occurs early, within days weeks, of antipsychotic initiation. Most distressing EPAs. Treated with propranolol, first line, benzodiazepines, mirtazapine, or dose reduction. Question 75. The mechanism of action of typical, first-generation, antipsychotics is, Option A, serotonin 5-HT2A and dopamine D2 receptor antagonism. Option B, dopamine D1 receptor agonism. Option C, predominant dopamine D2 receptor blockade in the mesolimbic mesocortical pathways. Option D, GABA2 receptor potentiation. The correct answer is C. Predominant dopamine D2 receptor blockade in the mesolimbic mesocortical pathways. Typical antipsychotics, haloperidol, chlorpromazine D2 receptor blockade in the mesolimbic pathway reduces positive symptoms. D2 blockade in nigrostriatal pathway EPAs. D2 blockade in tuberon fundibular pathway hyperprolactinemia. Atypical antipsychotics, D2 plus 5-HT2A blockade, fewer EPAs, treat negative symptoms better. Question 76. The antipsychotic most likely to cause QTC prolongation and sudden cardiac death is, Option A, haloperidol. Option B, aripiprazole. Option C, clozapine. Option D, thioridazine and ziprasidone among atypicals. The correct answer is D. Thioridazine and ziprasidone among atypicals. QTC prolongation, thioridazine, withdrawn in many countries, has the highest risk among typicals. Among atypicals, ziprasidone has the most QTC prolongation potential. Haloperidol also prolongs QTC, especially intravenous route. Aripiprazole and quetiapine have minimal QTC effect. Question 77. Which antipsychotic is a partial agonist at dopamine D2 receptors? Option A, haloperidol. Option B, aripiprazole. Option C, risperidone. Option D, olanzapine. The correct answer is B. Aripiprazole. Aripiprazole and brexpiprazole, cariprazine partial agonists at D2 and D3 receptors. They act as functional antagonists in hyperdopaminergic states, mesolimbic, and as functional agonists in hyperdopaminergic states, mesocortical. Less EPAs, less prolactin elevation, less weight gain than other atypicals. Question 78. Hyperprolactinemia from antipsychotics most commonly causes, Option A, tardive dyskinesia. Option B, neuroleptic malignant syndrome. Option C, galactorrhea, amenorrhea, sexual dysfunction, and osteoporosis. Option D, anticholinergic toxicity. The correct answer is C. Galactorrhea, amenorrhea, sexual dysfunction, and osteoporosis. Hyperprolactinemia, D2 blockade in the tuberon fundibular pathway inhibits dopamine-mediated suppression of prolactin, elevated prolactin, galactorrhea, amenorrhea, women, gynecomastia, sexual dysfunction, osteoporosis. Risperidone has the highest prolactin elevation among atypicals. Aripiprazole can lower prolactin. Question 79. The antipsychotic associated with the greatest risk of weight gain and metabolic syndrome is option A, haloperidol. Option B, aripiprazole. Option C, ziprasidone. Option D, olanzapine and clozapine. The correct answer is D, olanzapine and clozapine. Weight gain risk ranking: clozapine, olanzapine, highest; quetiapine, risperidone, haloperidol greater than or equal to ziprasidone, aripiprazole, least. Olanzapine and clozapine also have the greatest risk of metabolic syndrome, dyslipidemia, glucose intolerance, hypertension. Question 80. Depot, long-acting injectable antipsychotics are primarily used to option A, achieve faster onset of action in acute psychosis. Option B, avoid metabolic side effects of oral antipsychotics. Option C, treat treatment-resistant schizophrenia. Option D, improve medication adherence in patients with poor compliance. The correct answer is D, improve medication adherence in patients with poor compliance. Long-acting injectable, LAI depot, antipsychotics, haloperidol decanoate, paliperidone palmitate, aripiprazole monohydrate designed to improve adherence in schizophrenia. Non-adherence is equal to major cause of relapse. Given every 2 to 4 weeks, or monthly quarterly. Do not change the pharmacological profile, same efficacy as oral. Question 81. Serotonin syndrome is characterized by the triad of option A, muscle rigidity, hypothermia, and altered consciousness, NMS-like. Option B, sedation, meiosis, and respiratory depression. Option C, neuromuscular excitability, clonus tremor, autonomic instability, and altered mental status. Option D, hypothermia with anhidrosis and anticholinergic signs. The correct answer is C, neuromuscular excitability, clonus tremor, autonomic instability, and altered mental status. Serotonin syndrome, Hunter criteria: neuromuscular features, clonus, spontaneous, inducible, ocular, tremor, hyperreflexia, plus autonomic instability, hyperthermia, tachycardia, diaphoresis, hypertension, plus altered mental status, agitation, confusion. Onset within 24h of serotonergic drug initiation overdose. NMS, slower onset, lead pipe rigidity, no clonus. Question 82. The antidepressant most contraindicated with MAO inhibitors, MAO inhibitor, due to risk of serotonin syndrome is option A, mirtazapine. Option B, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs. Option C, bupropion. Option D, tricyclic antidepressants, TCAs, only. The correct answer is B, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs. SSRIs plus MAOIs is equal to potentially fatal serotonin syndrome, massive serotonin excess. A washout period of 14 days is required between stopping MAO inhibitor and starting SSRI, 5 weeks if stopping fluoxetine due to its long half-life before starting MAO inhibitor. All serotonergic combinations, SSRI plus SNRI plus TCA plus MAOIs plus tramadol, require caution. Question 83. Lithium's therapeutic range for maintenance treatment of bipolar disorder is option A, 0.2 to 0.5 milliequivalents per liter. Option B, 0.6 to 1.0 milliequivalents per liter. Option C, 1.2 to 1.5 milliequivalents per liter. Option D, 1.5 to 2.0 milliequivalents per liter. The correct answer is B, 0.6 to 1.0 milliequivalents per liter. Lithium levels, maintenance is equal to 0.6 to 1.0 milliequivalents per liter. Acute mania is equal to 0.8 to 1.2 milliequivalents per liter. higher end needed. Toxicity begins at 1.5 milliequivalents per liter. Check 12 hours post-dose, trough. Monitor TFTs, hypothyroidism, renal function, nephrogenic D, ECG, T-wave changes. Drug interactions, NSAIDs, thiazides raise lithium levels, reduce renal clearance. Question 84. The antidepressant with the safest profile in overdose, important in suicidal patients, is option A, amitriptyline, TCA. Option B, clomipramine, TCA. Option C, MAO inhibitors. Option D, SSRIs, example, sertraline, fluoxetine. The correct answer is D. SSRIs, example, sertraline, fluoxetine. SSRIs are the safest antidepressants in overdose, very wide therapeutic index. TCAs, dangerous in overdose, cardiotoxicity, QRS widening, VTVF, anticholinergic toxicity, seizures, coma. Fatal TCA overdose, amitriptyline, dothepin. MAOIs, hypertensive crisis with tyramine-rich foods. SSRIs, even in massive overdose, usually survive. Question 85. Electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, is the treatment of choice for option A, chronic schizophrenia without effective symptoms. Option B, GAD with treatment resistance. Option C, borderline personality disorder with self-harm. Option D, severe depression with psychotic features or suicidality requiring rapid response. The correct answer is D. Severe depression with psychotic features or suicidality requiring rapid response. ECT indications, severe depression, especially with psychosis, catatonia, suicidality, refusal to eat, treatment-resistant depression, mania refractory to pharmacotherapy, catatonic schizophrenia, postpartum psychosis, NMS. Most effective antidepressant available, response rate till 70-85%. Safe in pregnancy. Question 86. The most common side effect of ECT that affects long-term continuation is option A, retrograde amnesia and cognitive impairment. Option B, cardiac arrhythmia. Option C, prolonged seizures, status epilepticus. Option D, vertebral fractures. The correct answer is A. Retrograde amnesia and cognitive impairment. ECT side effects, most common limiting factor is equal to retrograde and anterograde amnesia, transient, cognitive impairment. Typically resolves within weeks. Memory loss is reduced by unilateral, non-dominant, electrode placement versus bilateral. Other, headache, muscle aches, postictal confusion. Question 87. Bupropion differs from SSRIs in its mechanism. It acts as option A, a serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor, SNRI. Option B, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Option C, a norepinephrine dopamine reuptake inhibitor, NDRI. Option D, a serotonin receptor antagonist and reuptake inhibitor, SARI. The correct answer is C. A norepinephrine dopamine reuptake inhibitor, NDRI. Bupropion, NDRI inhibits reuptake of norepinephrine and dopamine, does not affect serotonin. No sexual side effects, useful for SSRI-induced sexual dysfunction. Used for depression, smoking cessation, Zyban, and ADHD. Contraindicated in eating disorders and seizure disorders, lowers seizure threshold. Question 88. Valproate is contraindicated as a mood stabilizer in option A, elderly patients with bipolar disorder. Option B, patients with comorbid migraine. Option C, patients with manic episodes only. Option D, women of childbearing potential, high teratogenicity, neural tube defects, cognitive effects. The correct answer is D. Women of childbearing potential, high teratogenicity, neural tube defects, cognitive effects. valproate, highest teratogenic risk of all mood stabilizers, neural tube defects, spina bifida tilde 1-2%, craniofacial defects, limb defects, and significant risk of neurodevelopmental delay autism in offspring. The PREVENT program mandates pregnancy prevention program for all women of childbearing potential on valproate in many countries. Question 89. Buspirone is used as an anxiolytic and differs from benzodiazepines in that it, option A, has no sedative effects, no dependence, acts on 5-HT1A receptors with delayed onset, 2 to 4 weeks. Option B, acts immediately, within hours, and causes dependence. Option C, causes respiratory depression in overdose. Option D, is AGABA2 a receptor-positive allosteric modulator. The correct answer is A. Has no sedative effects, no dependence, acts on 5-HT1A receptors with delayed onset, 2 to 4 weeks. Buspirone, partial agonist at 5-HT1A presynaptic receptors, partial agonist at D2 receptors. Used for GAD. Advantages over benzodiazepines: no sedation, no dependence, no withdrawal, no respiratory depression, safe in elderly. Disadvantages: delayed onset, 2 to 4 weeks, not for acute anxiety. Does not treat alcohol withdrawal or panic disorder. Question 90. Mirtazapine produces sedation and weight gain through antagonism of option A, dopamine D2 receptors. Option B, alpha-2 adrenergic autoreceptors, desirable effect. Option C, serotonin 5-HT2C and histamine H1 receptors. Option D, muscarinic M1 receptors only. The correct answer is C. Serotonin 5-HT2C and histamine H1 receptors. Mirtazapine, NASSA, noradrenergic and specific serotonergic antidepressant. Alpha-2 antagonism increases Na and 5-hydroxytryptamine release. 5-HT2A to C antagonism enhances 5-HT1A mediated effects, antidepressant, plus reduces nausea, sexual say. H1 antagonism sedation and weight gain, useful for insomnia and underweight depressed patients. No sexual side effects. Question 91. The McNaughton rules define criminal insanity as option A, any mental disorder that reduces criminal responsibility. Option B, diminished responsibility due to abnormality of mind. Option C, inability to control one's behavior despite knowing it was wrong. Option D, not knowing the nature of the act or not knowing that the act was wrong, due to a disease of the mind. The correct answer is D. Not knowing the nature of the act or not knowing that the act was wrong, due to a disease of the mind. McNaughton rules, 1843, every man is presumed to be sane, unless it can be clearly proved that at time of committing the act, the party accused was laboring under such a defect of reason, from disease of the mind, as not to know the nature and quality of the act he was doing, or if he did know it, that he did not know what he was doing was wrong. Question 92. In India, the legal section gunning admission of a mentally ill person to a psychiatric hospital without consent is option A, Section 89 of the Mental Health Care Act 2017, involuntary admission. Option B, Section 19 of the Mental Health Care Act 2017. Option C, Section 302 IPC. Option D, Section 84 IPC. The correct answer is A. Section 89 of the Mental Health Care Act 2017, involuntary admission. Mental Health Care Act 2017, India Section 89 guns supported admission, involuntary, a person can be admitted without consent if they have mental illness and lack capacity and are at risk of harm to self others. Section 84 IPC is equal to criminal insanity defense, India's version of McNaughton. Question 93. Testamentary capacity, capacity to make a valid will, requires all except option A, having no history of mental illness whatsoever. Option B, knowing the extent of property being bequeathed. Option C. Knowing the natural objects of one's bounty, relatives. Option D. Understanding the nature of making a will. The correct answer is A. Having no history of mental illness whatsoever. Testamentary capacity. Banks v. Goodfellow Test 1. Understand the nature and effect of making a will. 2. Know the extent nature of property. 3. Know natural objects of bounty, relatives. 4. Understand the will's claims and extent without delusions affecting it. A diagnosed mental illness does not automatically remove testamentary capacity. Capacity is decision-specific. Question 94. REM sleep behavior disorder, RBD, is characterized by Option A. Excessive daytime sleepiness with cataplexy. Option B. Acting out dreams during REM sleep with loss of normal REM atonia. Option C. Sudden arousal from NREM sleep with screaming and confusion. Option D. Sleep-related eating during sleepwalking episodes. The correct answer is B. Acting out dreams during REM sleep with loss of normal REM atonia. RBD, loss of normal REM sleep muscle atonia, normally enforced by medullary nuclei. Patients physically act out their dreams, punching, kicking, shouting. Often injure themselves or partner. Strong association with alpha-synucleinopathies, Parkinson's disease, DLB, MSA, may precede motor symptoms by decades. Question 95. Narcolepsy is diagnosed by the presence of Option A. Excessive daytime sleepiness alone, measured by Epworth scale. Option B. Cataplexy, sudden loss of muscle tone triggered by emotion, plus or minus excessive daytime sleepiness plus sleep-onset REM periods, SOREMPs, on MSLT. Option C. Insomnia with delayed sleep phase. Option D. Obstructive sleep apnea with AHI, 15-hour. The correct answer is B. Cataplexy, sudden loss of muscle tone triggered by emotion, plus or minus excessive daytime sleepiness plus sleep-onset REM periods, SOREMPs, on MSLT. Narcolepsy, EDS plus cataplexy, type 1, or without cataplexy, type 2. Diagnosed by MSLT, multiple sleep latency test mean sleep latency, 8 minutes plus greater than or equal to 2 SOREMPs, REM within 15 minutes of sleep onset. Low absent CSF hypocretin 1, orexin, in type 1. Treated with modafinil, EDS, and sodium oxybate, cataplexy plus EDS. Question 96. Somnambulism, sleepwalking, occurs during which sleep stage? Option A. REM sleep. Option B. Slow-wave sleep, stage 3 to 4 NREM, N3. Option C. Stage 1 NREM, N1. Option D. Stage 2 NREM, N2. The correct answer is B. Slow-wave sleep, stage 3 to 4 NREM, N3. Sleepwalking, somnambulism, is a NREM parasomnia occurring during slow-wave sleep, stage N3, delta sleep, typically in the first third of the night when deep NREM predominates. Other NREM parasomnias, night terrors, pavor nocturnus, confusional arousals. REM parasomnias, RBD, nightmares. Question 97. The absolute contraindication to ECT is Option A. Old age, 70 years. Option B. Recent myocardial infarction, within 3 months. Option C. Pregnancy. Option D. Raised intracranial pressure. The correct answer is D. Raised intracranial pressure. ECT, there are no absolute contraindications currently listed in modern guidelines, only relative. However, raised intracranial pressure is most often cited as the closest to absolute contraindication, risk of transtentorial herniation with ECT-induced BP surge and cerebral vasodilation. Pregnancy and recent MI are relative contraindications. Question 98. The concept of Durham rule in forensic psychiatry states, Option A, An accused is not criminally responsible if the unlawful act was the product of mental disease or defect. Option B. A person is not responsible if they did not know right from wrong. Option C. Diminished responsibility reduces a murder charge to manslaughter. Option D. Irresistible impulse prevents criminal responsibility. The correct answer is A. An accused is not criminally responsible if the unlawful act was the product of mental disease or defect. Durham Rule, 1954, USA. An accused is not criminally responsible if his unlawful act was the product of mental disease or mental defect. Broader than McNaughton. Replaced in US by Ali Model Penal Code Test. McNaughton is equal to cognitive test. Durham is equal to causal test. Irresistible impulse rule is equal to volitional test. Question 99. Informed consent in psychiatry requires all of the following except Option A. Consent in written form is always mandatory by law. Option B. Patient's capacity to understand and make a decision. Option C. Voluntary decision-making free from coercion. Option D. Disclosure of diagnosis, proposed treatment, risks and benefits. The correct answer is A. Consent in written form is always mandatory by law. Informed consent components: 1. Disclosure, diagnosis, proposed treatment, risks, benefits, alternatives. 2. Comprehension, patient understands. 3. Capacity, cognitive ability to decide. 4. Voluntariness, free from coercion. 5. Decision, consent or refusal. Written consent is not always legally required. Verbal consent with documentation is valid for most psychiatric treatments. ECT is a notable exception requiring written consent. Question 100. Fitness to plead, fitness to stand trial, in court requires assessment of all except Option A. Ability to understand the charges. Option B. Ability to plead guilty or not guilty. Option C. Ability to instruct counsel. Option D. Intellectual ability to fully understand all legal procedures. The correct answer is D. Intellectual ability to fully understand all legal procedures. Fitness to plead, Pritchard criteria, UK 1. Understand the charges. 2. Distinguish between guilty and not guilty plea. 3. Instruct counsel. 4. Follow court proceedings. 5. Challenge a juror. It does not require understanding of all legal procedures, only basic comprehension. Assessed by psychiatrists, decided by the judge-jury. Congratulations on completing NEET PG Psychiatry, Set 1. That was 100 challenging questions spanning schizophrenia spectrum, mood disorders, anxiety disorders, personality disorders, substance use disorders, neurocognitive disorders, child psychiatry, antipsychotics, psychopharmacology, and forensic psychiatry, sleep disorders, and ECT. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments below. If this video helped you, please subscribe to Quiz with Us, hit the like button, and share this with your NEET PG friends. To get the psychiatry PDF notes with all 100 questions and detailed explanations, WhatsApp us at +9 18907289865 and pay just ₹60 via Google Pay. Set 2 is coming soon, stay tuned, keep studying, and keep winning.